Give us the backstory. Give us the origin story of Timmy.
Where do you hail
Jersey
from?
kid, right?
I'm a Jersey kid.
What part of New Jersey?
Trenton.
Trenton, capital.
Yeah, capital of New Jersey.
Of course. That's good.
Yeah, I grew up. So I had a hard beginning. I grew up over a dumpster fire underneath the 85 highway.
Okay.
In Trenton and stuff. My mother was a whore, and my father never met him. Right. And so I was, basically on my own from. As a baby, right? Fending for my own, and a lot of black people there. That's how I got into black culture and stuff.
Sure.
Started slinging dope at 3 , lost my virginity at 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
How old was she?
She was like 70. She was one of those,
You have a type.
So she was a whore, obviously,
course.
and I was like, I gotta get it in, So I paid. She was older, whatever, and then she ended up paying me back with interest because I fucked the show good.
Whoa!
So after that, I got into porn, and but it was just me, It was
Sure.
they were all MILFs, GILFs, and whatever. And I was doing that for a while, and then eventually I get to the point where I'm about 17 years old, and I had mastered a bunch of stuff. I was doing chef stuff. I was making Girl Scout cookies for a while, selling them on my own.
Bootleg
top seller. Yeah, bootleg shit, samosas, all that sort of stuff. And taglons, and and I remember I was going door to door. And there was this store I went up to, and I had my Girl Scout cookies, and I dressed up like a Girl Scout to really get the sales going.
Yeah. Nice.
And they were there, and they were like, I don't want those cookies, right?
Uh-huh.
And I look them in the eyes, and I'm like, yeah, you do. And I could not get this guy to buy my cookies. And so I ended up, just a joke came out of me, right? And I was like, you're gay. And all of a sudden, he started dying laughing. He bought the rest of the cookies that I had. So I was like, maybe there's something here. I hit up an open mic. There was this guy.
You're 17 at the time.
I'm 17, and there was a guy named Johnny Screwball or Freddie Hammers, something like one of those guys in the audience. He sees me. I go up and I kill.
Looking for talent.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
He's an agent in Trenton.
Yeah, something like that. But
Trenton showbiz.
There's a big Trenton scene. There's a
capital of showbiz.
It is literally the new Hollywood. And so I was there. I go up. I kill. Right. I kill. This guy's like, I want you to come on the road with me. So I start doing road dates with this guy.
Freddie Hammers.
First, Freddie Hammers. Or Johnny Screw. It was one of them.
Yeah,
I really can't remember.
How long ago was this?
Well, I'm 18 now, so that was like six or 7 months ago. Oh no! It was like 10 months ago or whatever. And
Man, you lived a life you can't remember 6 months ago.
Oh my God, I am so.
That's a lot of pussy.
I am so hopped up on cocaine most of the time that I don't remember my nights. That's the only way that I can fuck that much, because we all know cocaine gives you massive erections.
Of course.
So anyways, I do that show. I start to get taken on the road by this guy. And the first night that I'm on the road, I bury him. He bombs after me. Yeah.
Jesus.
And
How much time are you doing?
Well, I was supposed to do 5, but I ended up doing an hour and a half.
Yeah, that'll bury anybody.
So I do an hour and a half, riffing the whole thing. I don't have material and stuff. I'm like, you're gay, you're a whore, you take out your dick, show me your dick. That's a micro. Roasting people for an hour and a half, telling my stories, talking about Trenton. I ended up playing. I ran out. I was like, lost. I was running out of steam, to be honest, for the first time doing stand up, and I started. I took out a deck of cards and I started to just play war with different people in the audience, and people were laughing a lot. I'm like, I win, and people, start dying.
You win every hand, I assume.
Every fucking hand. I'm like ace because I cheat. And
I was gonna say lucky guy.
So yeah, I was on the road. I was doing that, and then had that set, and he ended up being like, okay, I'll open for you. So I started
switched like that.
Switched it like that. That's why I started to do my 4-hour set.
You're doing 4 hours.
So I give him 3 minutes. I was giving him 3 minutes at the time. And,
how was he doing with the 3 minutes?
Well, he was so afraid to bad. He would bomb. He also wasn't a good comic because he just does hammer material. He's like, I'm Johnny Hammers. I'm gonna nail you, and it's like,
who wants to hear that?
So you would bury him going after him.
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
Jesus Christ!
The foreshadowing. I'm serious. The foreshadowing of me doing well would reverse bury a man.
Damn.
I'm the only person that's ever done that.
Guy.
I call it the Timmy No Breaks Barry technique. It's like a funeral up there, you know. It's like
They're waiting for you.
It is. And so yeah, started reverse burying them, and then I just dropped them from the tour.
Yeah,
Started to do my own tour. Exactly. Then I was in Austin. I've told this story before, but I was in Austin doing the mothership, you know, like headlining the mother. They didn't know, but I just kind of the way I do it is if I want to do a show somewhere, I show up, I bump whoever,
Don't
and
matter.
so. I bumped Rich Voss off the show.
He's a friend of Rich is a friend of our show.
Yeah, he was really upset about it, and then by the end of it, he was trying
You're
to give me
listening like this is real, dude. I just looked over. He's like, "Yeah, what else, Mr. Break?"
no, this is all real, and so I was about to go up, right? I was about to go up, do my set, and then they told me about this show, Kill Tone or whatever, and apparently it's this. It's the #1 live homosexual podcast.
Huge show.
Huge.
It's just the #1 live podcast.
No, it's a homosexual. No, it's a homosexual. I think they
I've done it, and I'm not a homosexual.
well, you don't have to be gay to do it. I've done it. I'm not gay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So anyways, they were like, hey, don't do the set. Come and sign up for Kill Tony. And they put me up at the end, and, you know, people didn't really get what I was doing for the minute. But as soon as I get into the interview, it's just pop, 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 pop.
Took over the show.
Truly
Pop,
shine.
pop, pop. I shined. And, yeah, I started, you know, life changed after
Rest
that
is
a lot.
history.
I was doing, you know, like theaters before. Now I'm doing stadiums.
Stadiums.
Yeah.
There's a stadium.
like-
I thought it was a 180 seat intimate theater. You were
Well, that was a theater show because Long Island is you know, one of the places I love giving back to. It's a charitable thing.
Yeah.
So I
Community
knocked
service.
yeah, instead of charging $100 for tickets, it was $75. You know, like I knocked it off for them.
Do you donate that money when it's a small check like that?
I do. I donate it to myself.
What's the most
TD
you
Bank.
made on one show? I heard it was $7 million.
Yeah, it was. I think it was $7 million, and then my agent and my manager get a cut, so it was like 6.9 or something like that.
That's another thing I heard too. That your agents and managers they take less just to work with you.
Exactly.
0.2%. I heard.
0.2%. Well, the first manager and agent I had would pay me every show I did, and then
the opportunity.
just for the opportunity, and then I
Because if
ended
you,
up-
I would imagine if you represent Timmy No Breaks, the people are banging at your door to be on your client.
yeah, they're like, this
You're
is
just
an
a
impression
walking advertisement.
all the time. So I'm with UTA now, and UTA signed me in order to become successful.
Sure.
Because they were one of the smallest. They were unheard of. I
know,
think.
yeah.
You probably never heard of them.
Yeah,
9 months ago, I think it's when I started.
They
Nobody
started
knew
buzzing,
them, and then they signed me, and then now they're like one of the top.
We don't have that kind of talent.
Yeah, I mean,
Undeniability.
It's just everything comes to me easy. I make music now. I do rap.
you do music.
Really?
Yeah. I put out an album, Timmy No Break, self-titled. Check it out on Spotify.
What instruments do you play?
So I do the entire production myself.
Okay.
I do all the raps. I engineer it, and I distribute it.
Really?
So the only special thanks I could give on it, because nobody else actually did anything, was the owner of the studio gave me head the whole time.
Okay.
And so special thanks, Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton Studios?
Yes. You ever heard of it?
Of course.
It's great. It's
Dang, I
a
think
great
the
place.
Beatles recorded
You
there.
gotta do Diane Keaton Studios.
Because I heard you were the first rapper to feature on his own song.
Yes, that's right. So
That's crazy.
yes, I've got Def Jam featuring Timmy No Breaks, and I do the whole song. And then I, whenever you do, I don't know if you listen to Black Stuff, but whenever I do, whenever you do a rap song, you set up the feature, like get a Kendrick Lamar, and so I did that to myself, just because I'm an innovator,
I got a question. Did Timmy No Breaks the feature bury Timmy No Breaks the rapper on
Yes,
the show?
I buried myself.
Crazy.
And that's something I started to do
Sure.
with my shows, right? So I've got an opener, a feature, and me, but it's all me. Can you believe that?
That's how you build the progression. Baby.
Exactly.
And you're triple dipping on the pay too.
That's right.
Money goes right in your pocket.
Right in the coffer. Boom. Right in the coffer.
What does Timmy No Breaks the host get paid per show?
So it's around $7 million, and then
As a host, you
The
make
host
seven-
gets $7 million?
yeah, we all get $7. So that's about a $21 million.
at $75 a ticket.
Have you heard this guy Shane Gillis or something like that?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. He's doing Lincoln or whatever.
Yeah, he's doing a link.
I'm gonna take that show.